Okay, so it's a little dark here. It's a little late, but I tested and I think my microphone is working, so I just wanted to come back before too long and speak a little. Not feeling too great. I've been in the hospital within a week or a week and a half ago. Got this new diagnosis called pre-syncope, meaning pre-fainting, coming to a point of near fainting. Maybe it explains some of the times that I've fallen and couldn't get up over the past 9 months, say. It doesn't say why, but says it can be caused by low blood sugar or lack of having eaten well, which is sort of similar, but I know I had an appointment in the morning a week and a half, maybe almost 2 weeks ago. Sorry for the moving the computer. And I rushed out. I barely ate anything, and I drank like half a cup of coffee, figuring I could get those later when I got home. And I went to the appointment. My personal care assistant came with me. We were there on time, and I had been late for a similar appointment several weeks earlier, so I was glad to have gotten it done that way. We waited a little bit, but not too long, and I went in and got my blood drawn. And I won't say more about the situation around it, but we came out and we walked out to the elevators. But just then, as I was standing at the elevator, I felt the weakness came on, and to a degree that even though I had my, what do you call it, rollator walker with me, I didn't feel I could even land on that. I had to get over to some of the softer furniture that was there in their waiting room. And the PCA helped me with that, although I don't like her to have my full weight on her, but I got there to the chair and she was pulling food and drinks out of the bag that she brought for me, and whatever it was, we didn't think it was helping, and so she asked a member of the staff there if they had anything they could give me, fruit juice or granola bar or something, and they did. Yes, they could have anticipated this happening with some people after blood draws. So I got a little better and we took the elevator upstairs to the main level, and my car was outside. I had driven us there, but when I get halfway through the lobby, it came on me again and I had to sit down again. And I said to my PCA, I can't do it. I know I can't drive us both home again. And I don't know if we could get a handicap ride on this short notice, but maybe we can get an Uber. Um, I guess I could have used my subsidized account to order, but I just wasn't thinking straight. I was shaky and woozy, and but so I thought to call my brother and ask him what he thought I should do, and he said he would send an Uber to get us. And so he did that, and we did that. We took that to my building at home, and we started walking there to the elevator. And I barely got there when I had that feeling. I couldn't stand up, and my PCA was trying to hold me up, which I didn't want her to do, but I got to a chair inside the laundry room off of the lobby of our building, of my building. And I sat there trying to improve. And I just didn't trust it that I would improve enough to get upstairs and down the hall to my apartment. And there was no use trying to do that and falling. So I guess my PCA was, I don't know what she was doing. She was getting upset, I guess. And I said, I'm going to call 911. Don't worry about it. I've done it before. And so I did. And I told them what was happening. And they said they would send someone. And they did get there and found me in the laundry off the lobby. And they had the stretcher, and I pretty quickly got up into it. And then we were on our way out, and I called to my PCA, and she didn't answer. And I said to them, "Where did she go?" And they said she left. And I didn't understand, but of course she'd gone upstairs to my apartment, and I don't know what. She was trying to get me some stuff to bring to the hospital while she waited for her ride. So that's kind of the story of what this experience was like, um, for the first hour or so. And it's not completely different from experiences I've had over the past several months. And at least it's helpful to have a name on it. And some of the things that can cause it would seem logical, but it doesn't, I don't know. I couldn't prove what it was, and I have a strange thing where I am diabetic. I have type 2 diabetes, and yet if I get up in the morning and check my blood sugar, or one of my nurses does, and it's around 110 or 120, and they will say, "Great, that's what it should be." But I'll say that's kind of low for me. And I won't necessarily be shaking and woozy at that time, but I know it's coming if I don't eat soon. So a few things fell through that day, and that my nurse didn't come because I said I had an appointment. And so it's little lessons, or big lessons learned about these strange conditions that come up. And I wish I could make more of it, but on one hand, but on the other hand, I'm glad it's relatively simple, but it's not easy to change a whole routine, or just to um, be more dependable about the routine you're supposed to do. So that's my story today. Thank you for watching. I hope my sound is better.